Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my Week 11 previews and analysis. This video is for the game between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game will take place in Pittsburgh, and both these teams headed in two different directions. The Lions come in leaders in sole possession of first place in the NFC North with a record of 6-3, and the Steelers coming off a win last week at home versus the Bills, but still coming with a record of just 3-6 on the season. And the Steelers throughout the course of this year have 3 wins: 2 against rookie quarterbacks in Geno Smith and the Jets, and E.J. Manuel and the Bills, and then 1 versus their rival in the Baltimore Ravens. Other than that, this is a team that's been very inconsistent. Don't really have an identity on offense except for throwing the ball around a little bit, but other than that, defensively, not forcing turnovers as we're accustomed these Steeler teams to do against the good offenses, whether it be teams like the Patriots scored over 50 points on them. You saw Minnesota score in the mid-30s on them. So, Minnesota, not a good offense, my point. New England obviously is. You've seen offenses of all different kinds be able to move the ball on Pittsburgh this year. On the offensive side of the ball, they haven't been able to establish the run. I think that those elements have led to a lot of the inconsistency that you see here with Pittsburgh. And you have a Detroit team coming in, which, in years past, Detroit on the road, after a big road win, I might be a little bit concerned. But Detroit overall on the road has played well this year. I mean, 2 wins that come to mind right off the top of my head are last week against Chicago and earlier in the year on the road against Cleveland when they were playing a little bit better. So, the Lions, I think they've matured a little bit in a lot of respects here this season. I like what I'm getting out of Matthew Stafford here in these big spots in close games. Obviously, the addition of Reggie Bush, I think, has been gigantic, and I expect it to be a big-time issue in this game. The Steelers, I think, are going to have trouble with a dual-threat guy like a Reggie Bush. Where I think the biggest mismatch in this game is, and maybe one of the biggest mismatches of the week in the NFL, is this Detroit defensive line versus the offensive line of Pittsburgh. If this Detroit offensive line comes motivated and ready to play, which is sometimes an issue with them, I think they're going to run roughshod over this Steelers offensive line. Roethlisberger's been getting hit a lot this year, and I expect that to continue on Sunday in a big way because I think the Lions will do what they have to do on offense. I think they're going to put up points on this Pittsburgh defense. And look, Pittsburgh has had little success running the ball, so I think they're going to resort to throwing the ball early and often against this defense. And I worry about the situation, that predictability puts that offensive line in against this defensive line. To me, that's the key matchup in this game. And you couple that with the fact that I don't think Matthew Stafford's going to make the big mistake in this game. Obviously, the Ike Taylor Calvin Johnson matchup should be interesting to watch. Look, overall, I really like Detroit in this game. I like Detroit -1 on the road in Pittsburgh. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at @SNewsAnalysis. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I preview and recap every game every week, and I'm always talking the news of the day in the NFL. So be sure to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.